A group concerned Citizens of Conscience (CCC) has written International Criminal Police Organization (Interpol) demanding the immediate arrest of the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN), Godwin Emefiele. The group, in a letter dated 23 December 2022, requested the Interpol to arrest and extradite Emefiele, who is currently hiding in the United States of America (USA) in his bid to abscond from facing the wrath of the law back to Nigeria to face prosecution. CCC, in the letter signed by its president Samuel Ojugwa and addressed to the head of Interpol via the Nigerian police force, alleged that the CBN governor has continued infractions that put the country's economy under severe strain. It also alleged that Emefiele has been covertly funding the activities of terrorist groups in the country through around trooping of the force regime in the country. The group noted that Emefiele was nothing but a politician who not only sponsored the People's Democratic Party (PDP) campaigns for the 2015 general elections, but also expanded billions from the CBN's VAT to pursue its selfish presidential ambition in 2022. It further noted that the CBN governor cut out a whopping 100 million naira and purchased the All Progressive Congress (APC) presidential expression form of interest at a time when the country is facing severe inflation and economic meltdown due to its emptiness. The CCC listed other corruption damages against Emefiele, including diverting 89 trillion naira in stamp duty fraud, granting of loans without following the due processes of loan grant by the CBN, and the fraudulent naira redesign policy. The letter read, titled, "A Passionate Plea for the Immediate Arrest of Mr. Godwin Emefiele," read, "With deep concern for Nigeria, we write to you demanding the immediate arrest of Mr. Godwin Emefiele, the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. Mr. Godwin Emefiele, as the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, has committed infractions that put the country's economy under severe strain. We also have it on good authority that Mr. Godwin Emefiele has been covertly funding the activities of terrorist groups in the country through round tripping of the force regime in the country. You may wish to recall that on the 21st March 2016, barely 2 years in office, Mr. Godwin Emefiele was asked to resign his appointment within 14 days by a group named the Save Nigeria Anti-Corruption Initiatives. The group's reason was based on his incompetency, as they called on him to resign and save the Nigerian economy from collapse. The group noted that the CBN governor was nothing but a politician. They firmly stated that Emefiele joined in sponsoring PDP campaigns for the 2015 general elections. As a result, the group called for its immediate resignation based on his incompetence, corruption, and partisanship. However, due to his corrupt nature, he maneuvered his way as he refused to resign from his appointment. Recall that in 2017, it was published by Premier Times about how the CBN governor was secretly and illegally operating secret companies in tax havens. By this, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, as CBN governor, violated the laws governing the dictates of his office as the head of such a sensitive institution as CBN. While Premier Times indicted Emefiele as far back as 2017 We do not understand why Mr. Godwin Emefiele was neither relieved of his duty nor arrested and prosecuted by the requisite legal and security agencies as he failed to resign on personal grounds. Under Emefiele's watch, the naira has constantly lost value, further running the Nigerian economy aground. It is worrisome why a supposed economy expert cannot deliver on the dictates and responsibilities of his office, upon which the survival of the Nigerian state largely depends. Mr. Godwin Emefiele took his political interest and ambition to another level when his presidential campaign posters fleeted every nook and corner of Abuja earlier this year, 2022. In this usual corrupt nature, Mr. Godwin Emefiele denied his presidential bid when concerns were raised. After his denial, the CBN governor approached an Abuja High Court to be allowed to contest the All Progressive Congress APC presidential primary election while retaining his appointment. At a time when the country is facing severe inflation and economic meltdown, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, who has been unable to manage the Nigerian economy and not stabilize the naira to be in relative competition with other leading currencies of the world, coughed out a whopping 100 million naira and purchased the APC presidential expression form of interest. This was in addition to existing customized coastal buses, SUVs, and other exotic cars he had purchased and distributed for his presidential ambition. Had the court not stopped him, Mr. Emefiele probably would have been APC presidential candidate while still serving as CBN governor. With this, what further proof does anyone need to know that Mr. Godwin is a politician? Other corruption charges against Mr. Godwin Emefiele include diverting 89 trillion naira in stamp duty fraud. The CBN governor is the chief conspirator. We need to understand why the man supposed to be responsible for fixing the Nigerian economy was instead ruining the economy. This is Nigeria's biggest financial scam and should not be swept under the carpet. Mr. Godwin Emefiele is an economic terrorist, a scammer, and a fraudster. He has milked Nigeria dry and has committed many crimes against the Nigerian state. We therefore call for his immediate arrest and prosecution with further delay. In another instance, the naira redesigned by the CBN governor is another scam and financial looting against the Nigerian state. While the intention is good, the process is fraudulent. Hence, the money budgeted for redesigning the naira is way above the expected gains from the exercise. The bulk of the money ended up in the coffins of Mr. Godwin Emefiele and his cohort. Following all of the above, it is understandable that Mr. Godwin Emefiele is nothing but a criminal who was determined to ensure the collapse of Nigeria's economy and supervise Nigerians' looting to lust. Sir, it might interest you to know that Nigerian Secret Police, the Department of State Security, has applied to an Abuja Federal High Court to be issued a warrant for the arrest of Mr. Godwin Emefiele over his involvement in financial terrorism against Nigeria. Aware of these actions and crimes against the Nigerian state, Mr. Godwin has traveled to hide in the United States of America, US, in his bid to abscond from facing the wrath of the law. But with your good office, there shall be no hidden place for him, as we believe in your capacity to arrest and extradite him to come and answer for his offenses, and as well pay the supreme price of his crimes and for engaging in partisan politics while serving as CBN governor for looting and supervising the looting of Nigeria and for running the Nigerian economy aground, among other crimes he has committed against the Nigerian state. So guys, you've all heard it now. I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Please do not forget to